Thanks for coming back, guys.
Just this once.
Isn't that part of the agreement? I signed something, I remember.
That's right. Yes, that's right. It's in the documentation. I forgot all about that.
Thought Edwin was running tonight.
He might be. When it's all said and done, who knows? It's still early. Oh, I should probably get a couple things. Like, I got everything set up, and now there's a couple things I need to get, like the book and things of that nature. It would probably come in handy. But as I do that, to kind of bring up everybody to speed from when we started, you guys were called to Washington Square, New York, in 1995, and the date fails.
Thursday, August 10th.
Thank you very much. And you meet your handler, Marcus, and Agent Marcus, and he briefs you and gives you details and some information about a missing woman by the name of Abigail Wright. And Abigail was missing. It's been a couple months now. And the local PD had investigated her a little bit to no avail. Like, they're kind of a dead end. There was talks and something divulged about a credit card of hers being used out of state. And when they followed that up, it led to another dead end. It might have been stolen for the most part. They give you all the details about Abigail Wright, where she had lived, which is a place called the Macallistar Building, and gave you the address to the Macallistar Building. The orders that you have is essentially to investigate what is suspect or suspicious. Something was seen, an occult symbol, by a Delta Green friendly. And the Delta Green friendly's name wasn't divulged, or identity wasn't divulged. But Delta Green has reason to believe that there's signs of an occult symbol in somewhere amongst the details of Abigail Wright's apartment. There's also some other strange things like that the police had never seen before, which is this abomination of lots of things stuck to all of her walls within her apartment. And there is, let's see, I think while that was occurring, there was a couple individuals, the mailman, Agent Mailman, and I believe one other person who saw some like a child clown walking around Washington Square as Agent Marcus
That was me.
Yeah. Who was it?
Agent Mantillo as well.
And Agent Mantillo, yes. And it was strange, odd. There was some music being played and this child wearing a clown's mask. And before you know it, the child had disappeared, and the rest of the agents hadn't really seen anything, and the crowd dissipated. Agent Marcus ended up departing, but gave you enough information to go. I think Agent Maya trailed Agent Marcus for a little while, realized he was en route to the airport, decided to withdraw, and end up rendezvousing with the rest of the agents at the Macallistar Building. As Agent Maya was en route, Agent Mosby, Mantillo, and Mailman and Mignon arrived at the Macallistar Building and was met by an individual member of the NYPD, whose name was
Detective Giordanda.
Giordanda. Graham.
Yeah. And he kind of gave you the details. He is the lead detective on the case of Abigail Wright. Kind of gave you the lowdown about before going into the apartment, but he kind of gives you some information that he had, which is fairly minimal, but and similar to what Agent Marcus had provided. And he's like, hey, it's all yours. You guys got a key to the apartment provided by Agent Marcus. And upon entering, it's relatively early evening, late in the day, probably around 6-ish o'clock, I think it was. When it was all said and done after, let's see.
Yeah, because we were in the square at 4:45, so 6 sounds right.
Right.
Because we weren't right over there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, 5:30 we met
Right.
Giordenda.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
summer, so we still had some hours of daylight, so we weren't particularly concerned, I think.
Let's see.
Someone afraid of the dark.
New York City. Depends on what street.
1995 wasn't as bad as it was earlier.
That's true.
I do have a note here that says the neighborhood that we're in is getting rough.
That's because we're in it.
That's because you guys arrived.
I mean, just look what happened to the neighbor. I mean, we'd only been in this neighborhood, like half an hour, and the neighbor practically got attacked.
Right. You, so upon entering, you realize there's a lot of, there's the mail, the mailboxes to each apartment. It's a 2-story apartment with a external basement, entrance. And you first enter, and in the entryway, in the foyer, you realize that there's a bunch of mail that looks like a lot of people haven't touched their mail in quite some time. There's flyers and junk all over the floor. I think Agent Mailman was checking out the mailboxes at one point, and you guys proceeded to go into Abigail Wright's apartment. And then entering that apartment, what was conveyed to you from Agent Marcus and Giordana, it hits you straight in the face. There's an odor of some epoxy, and when you go in, it's this crazy, obnoxious, obsessive stuff all over the walls and glued to the walls. And it's everything from, physical objects to papers and pictures and all kinds, just taking up all of the walls and up on the ceilings. And it's a sparse apartment. There's a bed in the front room, but it's essentially a studio that's got a couple walls to section it off. But you have you have the bathtub that's kind of in the front near the entrance of the apartment that kind of makes up the kitchen, and then a side bathroom with the toilet and sink. And then there's a little bit of an open area that's probably used to sleep in. And then you also witness and come across a box that's used to catalog everything, which is what you are tasked to do. And one of Agent Marcus's directives is to catalog all the details. And one of you guys, upon researching, it might have been Agent Mignon, if I'm not mistaken, rolled and had an approximation of 8 days, I believe, to catalog everything.
5
days?
Seven or more days, I think.
If everybody were involved, I think is what it was.
I've got here 3 to 4 days for a 4-man team to catalog.
Okay.
And I saw the people we were with, and it was going to take longer.
He's like, bump that estimate up.
I'm the only one that picked up a camera and started. You all ran out and started a fight. So I don't know what happened.
And now, yeah, exactly. We got to go to the basement too now that we know that.
While sitting there, a couple of you have kind of gone in and out of the apartment, stayed near the entrance, just kind of observing things. And you come across, one of the agents came across an individual wire that goes from the doorway of Abigail Wright's apartment out down a carpeted runner and over to another apartment. And when you trace that wire, you knock at the door of a particular individual by the name of
Thomas Manuel.
Thomas Manuel. Thank you.
Manuel.
And I think for the most part, everybody kind of converged on that apartment. If I'm not mistaken, even those that were in Abigail Wright's apartment, Agent Mignon.
Yeah, Mignon and Mosby were conveniently in the hall,
Yes,
watching through the doorway the interesting show that was going on in there.
Yeah, Mosby went in initially with the Yahoos, but he found it all way too aggressive.
Yes,
and then he left and conversed with Mignon. Yeah.
And you guys were starting to shake down Thomas Manuel, and you noticed, I think the information that you got for the most part, he's kind of denying the wire. His apartment is uniquely clean, like a hotel room. There's very little personal possessions. There's some audio equipment that it appears that he listens to, and some cassette tapes and things of that nature. And you guys started putting the screws to him quite a bit. And he's an artist, self-admitted artist, but he doesn't admit to, there's no art supplies or any creative things within his apartment. It's very, very sterile for the most part. And I think did I miss anything?
Well, he said that he works in the basement as a visual artist and that the night manager lets him do that.
Yeah.
And he also gave us all of his tapes. He said, take them. And so we did.
Right.
Just for driving music later. That's why.
Exactly.
Of course.
Yeah.
Anything else that I missed?
I took air and water samples. I don't know how significant that is.
Oh, right.
Yep. Yeah, that was for analysis later.
That was from her apartment, though, right? Not his.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, from hers.
Yeah, it was from Abigail's.
Yeah.
Sean, I don't know. I think we covered this last time, but I'm forgetting the detail. The wire doesn't end at his door, right? It actually continues inside the room and goes to the hi-fi deck.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So because I went up to the tape thing and there was no tape actually in the deck.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, you're in the apartment. Mailman's got to take a step out. He was starting to, something was coming over him. And he said, "Hey, I'm going to take a break." And he walks out of the apartment. And you're not sure if he's going out back to Abigail's. Well, I should say Mosby and Mignon, you don't see him go to Abigail's. He goes out down the hallway, down the steps, and you hear the door open to the apartment building. And when he does that, you can hear kind of the echoes of the streets, indicating that he's probably exited the apartment building.
It's not that uncommon with these
I look over to Mosby and I'm like, it's probably for the best.
I think so. He was pretty hot in there, and I thought he was going to cross the line for sure.
We're that close.
Yeah.
He's probably going to look for the clown.
What do you, so he's sitting there and he's like, what? You guys.
Maya and Montillo, you're in there. So.
Yeah. Maya flashes her badge just briefly at the guy. I don't know if we've shown him credentials yet.
When we came in, I think we showed badges.
Okay.
So
she'll flash it again. Just stay put for a minute. So he's sitting down, right, Sean?
He is.
She's going to draw Montillo towards the front of the apartment so they can speak privately, knowing she's told the guy, don't go anywhere, basically.
Sure.
And Montillo, if you come over, Maya's going to say, I don't know what we have to hold him on. Why don't we observe him, see who he calls, see where he goes.
We could do that. I was going to go down to the basement before he can and see what's down there. Maybe his tapes of recording her downstairs, or maybe she had something downstairs too. Who knows?
You do that. I'll try to clean up here.
All right.
Try to calm things without mailman here. She's like, I'll try to calm the waters a bit.
Sure.
And then we'll just have to keep our eye on him. Something's not right here, but we don't know what.
I agree. There's a lot of strange stuff going on.
So she'll look at the two who were hanging on the doorway like, she's just going to say, go back to Abby's. Keep working. We'll take care of this.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Sean, you don't need to dive too deep. I think what Maya's going to do is basically get a notepad out and kind of take a statement from the guy. Like, tell me what you know about the last time you saw Abby. Make it a bit more official, right? Tell me what was the wire here when you moved in? She won't hide the fact that they think it's strange that there's a wire and that they had this altercation with him over it, right? But she's going to try to make it a little bit more police procedural around what she's gathering and spend maybe another 15 minutes with him or something like that. And depending on what he does, she'll then say, all right, have a good night. Thanks for working with us. But the idea is to then keep eyes on him.
So he says, that as far as I know, she left the building with some no accountant guy who sells encyclopedias and lives up on the 6th floor. He's like, I told the authorities this time and again, and they've yet to follow up on it, obviously.
She left with who?
No account guy. Some I don't know if he does. I guess he sells encyclopedias or something.
Guys, is that a new detail for us, or am I just forgetting that?
It is a new detail. Like originally
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Originally when you were starting to talk to him, he was under the impression that she just up and left because of being a free spirit and New York not being able to hold her. But all of a sudden he's like, no, she's with some guy sells encyclopedias up on the 6th floor. 6th floor for sure. Like I've told this building, of course. And he's like, NYPD, and you're with the FBI, right? He's referencing your credentials. Says, yeah,
that's right.
I've told you guys this, to follow up on it, and obviously you still haven't. So I don't even know why I'm bothering to tell you.
So she'll shift gears immediately when she is getting like new details. And I think this is when they're alone, I think, Sean, in the room, what she's thinking now is maybe the people who are doing the bugging already moved out. And this guy's just some moron who's moved in after that, but she doesn't know. But basically she'll try to press him for more details. For example, is he accountant or a salesman? Which is it? What's he look like?
He sells encyclopedias, I think.
Encyclopedias. And tall, Caucasian, short. What's he look like?
And I don't know. He's like
mustache, beard, bald. Give me something.
I told you guys this. Like he's up on 6th, as far as I know.
She says, "You know what NYPD is like. I don't know if your statement even made it into a report, but now the FBI is on the case, and we're going to follow up these leads when we get them."
Yeah, right. Okay.
You don't believe me?
Hey, man, I kind of told you guys before, and obviously you're here again, asking me some more details. I mean, the last time I saw her was the May 28th. I think it was the 28th. It was probably the 28th. And it was the going away party in the smoking lounge on the 4th floor, and then she went off with the guy.
She was with that same salesman at that party, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. She moved on. she figured it all out, and then she figured she could move upstairs with the others.
Yeah. What was the going away party? What was it for?
For her, she's moving on from, being down here and doing her thing, I guess. I don't know.
She was getting ready to move out of the building, or is she doing like a new career or something?
Nah, she figured it out. She figured it all out, must have realized it, and decided to move upstairs with
Figured all what out?
with the guy. I don't know.
What did she figure out?
She
Her
said,
life?
well, it's different for everybody, He just stares
I
at you.
don't. She says, I don't know. But she's got her pen in her hand. Explain it to me. What have you figured it out too? What are you figuring out?
It's different for everybody, man. Woman. I'm sorry. It's like lady.
How can I figure it out? Is it only people who live in this building?
It's just something you gotta. There's just things that come and you realize. She's like, "Can I go?"
Well, how about you stick around for a little while? We're going to keep working in Abby's apartment, but yeah, she stands up from the sofa she's sitting on, smooths her skirt. It's like, I appreciate the questions you've answered. I might have a couple more after I talk to my colleagues, but we won't bother you much. We'll take another short statement if we need to, but we won't bother you anymore.
All right, I appreciate that.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah.
If it will be down in Abigail's apartment, if anything else occurs to you about her disappearance or the appearance of the man from the 6th floor.
He's like, disappearance? Looks at you all confused. She's up on 6, man.
Sean, what floor are we on?
2nd.
Do
Or
you know what
first floor.
Yeah, I thought there was only 3 floors in this building.
First floor.
And how many floors in the building?
3 that we know of.
Yeah, there's the external basement. Right?
I'm staring at the picture
the first
the whole time.
The first floor, and then
what's this guy talking about? There's a 4th floor. There's a 6th floor.
I'm circling it the whole time. I'm like 6th, 4th. I'm like, what is that?
What?
All right. Well, that's interesting.
So she will say 6th floor. Do you know? She looks up and she's not even going to ask him because she's not going to get a straight answer. But she's like, do you know what apartment in the 6th floor? Is there a room number?
No, it's just up on 6.
Can I get there with the elevator or do I have to take the stairs?
Well, you got to go up the stairs. He'll take you up there.
Okay. All right. Have a good night, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for all your help. Kind of rolls his eyes.
We're doing our job.
Sure.
We're protecting the public. We're protecting people like you.
As he stares at his box of tapes in your hands.
He's like, sounds good.
That's right. She'll close the door. There's no other way out of these apartments, right? There's like a fire escape window probably, and there's the front, there's the door into the hallway. Is that right?
Correct. There's probably windows in some of the apartments, but
yeah,
for the most part, I don't know if there is a back door necessarily.
It's probably railroad apartments where windows front to back.
There's probably a window to get out.
Yeah, that's it.
So she's going to hustle down the hallway to Abby's. Her thought is, shit, where's mailman? Where'd he go? Because she'd like to put him outside to watch the window to make sure the guy isn't like going anywhere. And when she gets to Abigail's apartment, she's like, where? She busts in and she's like, where's mailman?
Left. He went outside.
She will relate what she's heard from this guy. She's like, I don't know if this guy is like part of the operation to listen to the apartment of the wiretap or not. He seems a little affected in his head. And he talked a lot about Abigail discovering something, Abigail knowing something, and how he knows it now too. Almost like they've been struck by some kind of inspiration around their art, around enlightenment is what I was feeling.
You mentioned 4th and 6th floor, and you obviously know, as I'm finishing snapping pictures of the next section of the wall, as Mosby's helping me frame out. I'm like, there isn't a 4th or 6th floor in this building, right?
I do. I want to make sure he doesn't go anywhere. So I like someone to watch his window, make sure he's not sneaking out somewhere. But I think we should also check out the basement, as you guys said earlier. And I was going to go to the roof and see if
I'm actually, in my mind, I'm there already. I've been there for a while, or headed there.
She's already there.
Okay. Then that turns into, has Mentillo come back from the basement yet? Obviously not.
Yeah. I should, to be clear, because I have like blueprints in front of me, it's Abigail's on the ground floor. Then there is the first floor, and then there is the second floor.
Another
there's
floor.
3 levels.
Plus the basement.
Yes. And the basement, right? Like that is
a half basement, whatever.
Right.
Street level, and then each additional floor. So.
Correct.
Of which there are 2.
Got it.
Say that again, Harrigan.
I'm not looking at the picture, so let me bring the picture up.
Could he just have been on drugs? I mean, if he's talking about 4th and 6th floors, I don't want to make assumptions. He is an artist. Maybe he does a lot of mushrooms. Like
he could be stoned right now.
I know an easy way we can solve this, and I put the camera down. I mean, these stairs go up, right?
They do.
Let's see.
Come on. What do you mean? That's ridiculous. Like it's a 3-story building.
I've seen some interesting things, and this is not my first rodeo.
Well,
so
we should at least check to make sure like the floors aren't marked strangely or something and confused him, even though there are only 3 floors. So we should check it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Did anyone see mailboxes for the 6th floor when we were down there? I don't think we did.
No.
So
there's 3 floors.
Yeah. I walk right out. I'm going to walk up the stairs. It's going to take me a minute to walk up the stairs.
Yeah. So you are in the hallway, and the stairs are across the entrance from Thomas Manuel's apartment, and they go up.
So I'm not running up them, but I walk. I turn over my shoulder towards Maya and Mosby. One way to find out, right?
All right.
What do you mean? We're really just going to walk up the stairs?
Maya looks at Mosby and says, "You hold the fort down. I'll go with him."
Sure. I'll wait here in the apartment.
It's going to be a quick trip because there's only 2 more floors.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. If
I want to check the apartment.
Mentillo comes, I'll let her know what you 2 are up to.
So Maya, you're going to check out Abigail's apartment?
Maya's just going to trail behind Mignon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, maybe if we go to the top of the stairs and we're like, oh, sure enough, it ends here. Maybe we'd each take a floor. Maya's going to look at like apartment numbers and that sort of thing to see if there's anything else that would have confused the guy around how many, like, is there a lounge where they would have a party type of thing, right?
Yep.
That sort of thing.
And then Mosby, or what are you going to do?
I guess I'm hanging out in Abigail's apartment. Maybe I'll continue the work, taking photos and cataloging the walls as best I can.
Okay. And last but not least, Agent Mentillo.
Yo. Yeah. So I think as soon as I walked out of Thomas Manuel's apartment 10-15 minutes ago, dropped the box of cassettes in Abigail's apartment, and then I think I would have gone to the mailboxes and looked for the super's apartment.
Okay. We'll go with you quick. So you, in the midst of Maya, talking to Thomas, you walk down the hallway and you go down the steps to the mailboxes, and you look, and it looks as though there are the same amount of mailboxes that you had when you arrived. For the most part, it's the small marble floored room, with
Yeah, I'm
the
looking
tenant's
for
mailbox.
the superintendent. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. There's what appears to be 11 apartments and 11 mailboxes, as far as you can tell. So there are a few mailboxes that don't have any indication of a name, or they seem to be blank or not empty. Some other ones might have some, like an old junk flyer hanging out of it or what have you. So it appears from just your perspective that maybe 5 of the apartments are occupied, and the others are vacant.
Okay.
But no signs of 6th floor or 6.
Yeah, I'm not looking for that.
Okay.
He didn't even know
I don't
about
even
it.
know. I don't
Yeah,
even know
fair.
about that.
Okay.
He just wants a super.
I'm looking for the sticker that says superintendent.
Ah,
There may not be
apartment
one. There may not be
X.
one in this.
Well, there's a
apartment building.
night manager that lets them into the basement, so that person has to be somewhere, and there's probably a day manager too, but I don't know.
yeah. The night manager that Mr. Thomas was referring to was Mr. Castang.
Okay.
And he mentioned that previously, where he was saying that the night manager lets him work in the basement at night, and that's where his materials are.
Yeah, so I'm looking for Mr. Castaigne's apartment if he lives here.
And you don't see anything on the mailboxes that indicate any Castang.
And there's nothing that indicates a superintendent.
No.
All right, well, then I will just go outside and try to get into the basement entrance directly.
Okay. All right. So you go down to the basement. You have to go outside and then obviously go down the steps. And it looks like, or appears to be, locked at the moment. Okay. No answer. It seems like there's nobody appearing or anything.
All right. Yeah, I'll pound again, and then there's no doorbell or anything.
No.
Is there anything written on any information about who might live or what might happen down there?
There's not. You can see pipe poking like through the window and maybe glancing in there that it's maybe gets like small rooms that are down there. Like maybe they're maybe used for storage. But
so I'll go.
Yep.
I'll go back into the building and I will find one of the apartments that I think is occupied that is not Thomas Manuel's apartment, and I will just knock on a random door.
Okay, so you go back up the stairs, back in the apartment building.
Look at the mailboxes. Go to one of the 5 that seems occupied, minus Manuel's. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there is so you see like Manuel is on one of the mailboxes. One says right on it. There happens to be another mailbox that says, RC on it. And there is another one that states, let's see. You look down and on the floor, there's, how you make the label maker, right? The impact label maker.
Oh yeah, it fell off.
Yeah, it looks like it might have fallen onto the floor. And as far as you can tell, it looks like it's the last name on it, or a name on it, says Van Fitz.
And Fitz?
Yep.
Okay. Is either RC or Van Fitz on the ground floor?
They are. Let's see. Let me double check. On the ground floor, there is 3 apartments.
Yeah,
one is
right,
Manuel's,
and...
of course. One is Wright's, and there's one in the back corner of the ground floor. And that probably aligns with the one that says RC.
Cool. I'll go knock on that door.
Okay. All right. So I would imagine somewhere in the mix of you going downstairs to the basement and coming back up to the mailboxes and looking at all the names again, the rest of the crew probably had started making their way up the stairs. Since it's right across the hallway, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, Mignon and Maya make their way up the stairs with Mignon leading the way, right?
Yes.
Go up the stairs, and it's on the kind of the square stairwell. You happen to go up the left side. It comes to a plateau or a platform, and then it goes and winds back up on the right side if you're looking from the ground floor. And you come up.
You walk back around and go up the stairs again.
Yep, correct.
Yep.
And you are on the first floor. When you arrive on the first floor, there's a hallway that goes to your left and a hallway that goes to your right. The door that would be similar to Thomas Manuel's is not directly across from you, but it seems as though that apartment is a little offset to your right. So there's a door to the right across the hall and to the right. And then there seems to be a door all the way as you look down the right-hand wall at the end of the hallway. You also realize that the wall at the end of the hallway to your right does not go all the way to the outside wall of the apartment building, leading you to believe that there's probably some apartments that are up near the front of the building. And then as you look toward the left, there are two doors side by side at the end of the hallway to your left.
So I look at Maya and I say, all right, one floor. And nothing looks unusual here. I think we're just going to find he's a crackpot, but, we got one more floor to go.
I don't doubt you. Go on ahead. I'll catch up. She darts into that hallway, Sean. What are the room numbers like? Do they have the floor like in the number, or is it just like 1, 2, 3, 16, 17 type of thing?
Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, it's not like 21 is the first apartment on the second floor type of thing. Okay,
correct.
And the hallway you described that kind of goes down to the right, but that doesn't have a door, doesn't go to the end of the building. Is that right?
The hallway is the same length to the left, but on the right seems a little bit. It actually ends similar to Abigail's. So it's got it looks like the wall from like Abigail's downstairs would go all the way up to this floor.
It doesn't look unusual.
No, nothing unusual.
All right. Mile will go after Mignon after he starts climbing.
The only difference is obviously on this floor, there isn't the exit to the mailboxes that would go out on the left-hand side of the building as you exit. Okay. And if you want to go upstairs, you just go around and go up again on the same stairs, kind of the same deal. And then you get to the platform.
I was going to say, I'm going up. Yeah. And I'm not expecting to see any more stairs unless there's metal stairs to a roof hatch or something.
So at this point, you're on the second floor.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So on the second floor, very similar. As a matter of fact, the same layout as the floor you were previously on, right? Left, 2 buildings down at the end, side by side. And then there is a door across the hallway off to your right as you're looking, as you come up the stairs. And then down the wall, there is another entranceway that would be similar to where the entrance is for almost similar to where Abigail Wright's apartment would be on the ground floor. And then, of course, there is one more set of stairs that goes up.
So, of course, meaning I know there's supposed to be stairs there, or of course, now I'm confused that there's stairs there.
It looks like it could go up to the roof.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So that's my assumption is that, okay, these stairs, there's probably an opening onto the roof because I know there aren't any more floors of this building.
Let's check.
Real quick, I glanced down. So I could see apartment numbers. Do I see any apartment numbers over the number 11? Considering there's only supposed to be 11 apartments in this building.
No, I would say they're like numbered 1 through 11. We'll just make it easy.
Okay.
So
All right, cool. I just want to make sure I don't see like 32 and going, wait a minute, there's more than 11 apartments here. Okay.
yeah, and there's no like you could see. I mean, this you're not looking down a football field, so you could make out the numbers from a distance, and there's no duplicates or anything. So
okay, so I look over to Maya. I'm like, all right, I guess this goes to a roof or a landing or something. So
let's find out.
let's go. As soon as I go to the stairwell and I look up, do I see a door at the top of the stairs, or does it look like it opens to another area
or goes around again?
Yeah,
it goes up to a full.
because I would expect it to be a door or something.
Yeah, you go up the stairs and you go only up like the one level of where the plateau is, right? It doesn't
Half
go
a
up.
flight.
Yeah, half a flight. Thank you.
Yep.
And there is a door to your left. And it's a full size door.
Like a steel door, like a fire door type of thing?
Yeah, it's probably a little heavier, but it's still got like a bit of a wooden frame around it. Like
try it.
It's a solid, like it would be like potentially a solid wooden door.
I look to Maya to, if we're gonna poke through this door, as I'm just counting flights of stairs right now.
She's just like, oh, and she pushes past you and opens the door.
Okay. Door opens, creaks open. And when you open the door, there is what appears to be a large room. And the walls are covered in velvet wallpaper. And there appears to be overstuffed armchairs of burgundy leather dot the floor. And there's a large hearth that burns a fire across the way along one wall. If you look over to your right, there appears to be what appears to be a wet bar in the corner. And it's got what appears to be, ice bucket, glasses, bottles that you could only determine would probably be some liquors of some kind. And then in the opposite corner, there appears to be what is a walk-in humidor containing a wide assortment of fine cigars. There is one wall covered in floor-to-ceiling bookcases made of rosewood and has a stepladder that runs along the rails so that you could slide it from one side to the other to climb up and get different.
Like an old-timey smoking lounge, library, study.
Very much so. Very much so. And the books that just from a first glance, from kind of a distance, it appears that most are many different sizes. So it's not uniformly one book or one set of encyclopedias across the entire wall. It varies in different texts and sizes, folios. And let's see. That is, I think, pretty much about it.
But we haven't gone in yet. So I'm seeing Maya glimpses all this. Mm-hmm. And Mignon ahead of you, I think she's blocking your way, and you hear her swear in Spanish. And then she's like, what the fuck? And then she closes the door almost all the way, doesn't latch it, and then looks over her shoulder at you and is like, I think we found the lounge. This is like a fourth floor.
Sort
and
of.
He said
the
lounge was on the fourth floor, and she opens the door and goes in, allowing him to see and to take in what she just saw. And she kind of goes in slowly.
Maya, isn't this kind of strange that there's just a door open in a building such as this with I don't feel comfortable without the rest of our group. Did you see any signs? And I look over in there. Do you see any signs of anyone like, hello?
Is the lack of a lock that makes you uncomfortable, not the existence of a fourth floor? That's awesome.
Because again, I'm thinking like, well, maybe I can't see it from the roof. Like maybe it's just like one of those. It's like
Are there
halfway
windows,
back. So
Sean?
we didn't go to a sixth floor yet. That would really.
Well,
Right now, it's like, all right, maybe there's just like this little. Maybe it goes all onto the roof on the other thing. I don't have my bearings yet because I didn't go in the room. But
so she's like 5 feet inside the room. She's like, come on. And I think, Sean, what she's doing is, are there windows? Are there exits? Are there people in here?
There are no windows. There are no signs of any individuals within this room at the moment.
Maya, I think we should get Mosby and Monteo. I don't feel comfortable at this time. And I'm like outside and I'm like pacing like my steps a little bit. Like, could this be in the middle? I don't know. I'm still not sure where this room is on the building. So I don't follow you in. I'm not comfortable.
Call them.
Okay. I get out my, what did we agree we had? Did we have Nextels this time?
That's right. Beep, boop. Page them.
All right. I'm like, and I guess we're all on the same channel or whatever. Oh no, that's not how they work. They all have phone numbers. So Mosby, you there, Mosby?
No answer.
Oh, no answer. Oh,
No answer.
No response.
All right. And I go through and I get Monteo's and I'm like, Monteo, can you hear us?
Monteo, no response.
And I look at Maya and I'm like, they can't be too busy to call or to answer.
Maya is not looking. She's absorbing what's in the room. So she's looking at book titles. She's checking out if there are bottles of alcohol that are out. She's just trying to kind of get a feel for, when was this place last used? Does any of this stuff seem more out of place than it should, just from the fact that it's here at all? Like, does it seem like it's a century old or something like that?
I make sure I was clicking the right people because I'm like, this has to work.
Yeah.
And now I actually I actually call instead of doing the chirp. I'm gonna call. So I place a call to Mosby.
Okay. And it rings.
It does ring. Okay.
No, nobody answers.
And I put it on. You could put them on speakerphone, and it's ringing. And I'm like, Maya.
What is it?
Maybe something happened to Mosby. It's just ringing. Nobody was watching that Thomas guy.
All right, fine. We'll come back. Let's go. Come on. And she'll turn on her heel and head back to the door. You're still like at the precipice, right?
Yeah, I'm through the jam. I didn't go through yet. I'm trying to get signal in the hallway. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Is there a way to lock the door, Sean, or to prop it?
Possibly. Are you?
I see Maya looking, I'm like, Maya, the door's just let's just close the door. Let's go.
Yeah, Maya, are you?
There's nobody here.
Sounds like Maya. Give me a sanity check.
I will try. See if the iPad works. Did it work?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. 34
Yeah,
success.
You're good.
Okay.
I'm keeping you grounded by annoying you. You're too busy dealing with me.
What's the sensation, though, Sean? Is it simply this room shouldn't be here? Is it that, or is there some other thing that she's noticing, or some non-Euclidean shapes or something?
Yeah. So as you kind of walked into the room, like just a few feet, and we're kind of looking around and observing things and taking it all in, and you've got Agent Mignon, hey, listen to this,
Peeing himself.
Yeah, it's just like nothing.
No, I'm just like, come on, dude.
No ringing going on. And you're like, okay. And he's trying to convince you that it's time to leave or what have you. And you're like, okay, let's go. You turn to start walking towards the door, and you start walking, and you walk and you walk, and you're walking some more. And you're like, you've walked probably 20 feet and haven't reached the door.
She will stop in place. Does he appear to have noticed this?
He's standing right there.
Still 20 feet away from me.
And yeah, probably.
She's going to turn and see, is she the same distance she was? she was from the other walls and the the humidor and all that sort of stuff. It's all in the same location.
It appears to be. Yeah.
She tries walking towards him again. She says, in fact, she can't really vocalize what she's feeling, even though maybe she passed her check, but she tries to walk again. And then she actually tries to walk fast. And then she tries to run towards the door.
Yeah. Are you running towards Agent Mignon or the door?
Isn't he in the door?
He's probably at the door, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's running for the exit where he is. Right.
So you walk up and you run and you're up to Agent Mignon. And you guys are standing there.
I'm like, what took you so long?
So she like brushes right past you, and you can see that she's kind of breathless. She's got like goosebumps. She's just like, close the door. That was really weird. Let's go get the other guys. And she starts going down the stairs.
Okay. And as you look past Mignon and you're like, okay, let's go. The door seems like it's 20 feet away.
Even though the door is should be right there.
Yes.
Is she okay? She goes down like 2 steps. And I think she sits down, and it's just like, I need to sit for a minute. I think I'm just dizzy. So she just sits up a top step, basically the top of the stairs that lead up to this platform.
So I see her sit on the step. I'm like,
yeah, you should.
Yes. Do I?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
you see her sitting. Where are you sitting, Maya?
She started going down a few steps and just
She slipped out the door past him.
Yeah, the door. You haven't reached the door. It's 20 feet away.
I thought he was through the door.
No, Agent Mignon's right by the door originally, and then when you walk up to Agent Mignon and you're like, "Let's go," the door is 20 feet away behind.
And he's in the room then?
He's in the room with you. Yeah.
So how does Agent Mignon react to that?
Agent Mignon, you're like, hey, you're like, okay, you turn around and the door is like 20 feet away.
Just going to say, she points what's the door doing over there?
I dropped the phone. Now I dropped the phone. And I go to pick the phone back up. Do you need any kind of check from me?
Nope.
Okay.
To pick up the phone?
I picked the phone back up. No, I just meant
phone. Yeah.
my mental state.
Oh, nice.
I picked the phone back up. I don't vocalize anything. And I start to walk towards the door as if maybe when I was talking, I happened to walk into the room because I was too busy trying to get a signal. I don't know.
Okay.
So I start walking towards the door.
Yeah, you start walking and you walk some more. Give me a sanity check.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't have it up. Okay.
You succeed?
I'm still coming up with maybe I just walked in there. I don't know.
Yeah, you succeed and you're like, huh, that's weird. And you walk and you walk and you walk some more. And it's like you walk 30 feet and there's a door.
So now I'm at the door.
You're at the door.
I look over my shoulder towards Maya. What do I see?
You see Maya. She's 30 feet away.
Okay.
And you've seen her, Maya, like she's walking down, and it appears that he is standing next to the door.
She watched him walk away from her.
Yep. Correct.
Now I attempt to step out of the door back into the hallway, into the landing.
You open the door.
Yeah.
It appeared that it closed.
It closed.
It was there. It's a closed door, but it looks like the same door.
Okay.
Did you close the door?
I didn't think I walked in the room. Maybe the door closed. I looked to see if there's automatic hinges on it.
Oh.
I think we need to leave. if possible.
I just tried
You didn't just try.
a minute ago.
I
Open the
put my
door.
hand on the doorknob and I
Okay.
attempt to open it.
All right, you open the door, and there's a
I see the hall-
there's a
okay.
long hallway that goes down, quite a ways. Probably the length of, what are the floors?
Not where
Not
I
where we
know
came
was
from.
outside of that door. I was not in a hallway when I opened this door.
No.
I dial
911.
Tio. I'm hitting the button. And it's dialing and I'm still hitting it.
Okay, all right. It just starts ringing and nobody picks up.
Have you exited yet?
No. I put the phone back in my pocket. And then I look at Maya and I say, I'm glad we told somebody like Mosby that we were going upstairs. Because I have a feeling that we're not going to be able to find them.
What do you mean? Have we accessed some like secret compartment in the house? She still hasn't fully rationalized what. So she starts walking towards it, trying to cross that same 30 feet so she can get.
No problem. You walk right up to Agent Mignon.
Okay. So when she sees the hallway outside, she's just like, what the?
Yeah.
Where are we? Does the door look like the same door?
Yeah, it looks like the same door that you guys came up through.
I do not have an explanation for this. If she attempts to exit, I try to stop her, and I'm like, let's just think about this for a minute.
What's to think about? We need to get out of here.
Well, I'm not going to stay in here by myself.
Sean, is the exit just a corridor, or does it like branch off in another direction? Or are there stairs, or is it just the corridor going ahead?
Yeah, you're as far as you can tell, there's like a couple doors along the sides of the one on each side, and then it gets dark at the end of the hallway. It's hard to make out. You can make out a wall probably at the end of the hallway, but you're not. It probably goes left or right. You're not sure. It gets pretty dark.
Is there lighting from inside the room we could bring with us? Oil lamps or something like that? Or I don't know what. We probably got flashlights, actually.
Yeah, I would say it's the room that it's got the hearth, so that seems to glow and light up the room quite a bit. But there's ornate lighting fixtures that are along the walls, and one on a table next to one of the leather burgundy chairs that seems got a kind of like a stained glass lampshade on it a little bit, and glows up the room a little bit.
Maya, if you leave, I'm gonna stay here and make sure this door stays open.
Okay. I don't like splitting up, but we can't just stay here.
Splitting up, we're missing half of our people. I don't know what else to do.
Split up further. So, Sean, is there a candle? In fact, I don't think she needs one. Are you okay with us having flashlights?
Take a luck check. See if you got a flashlight on you.
That sounds like a plan.
I definitely have matches for my pipe.
Fair. Or
Guys,
lighter.
Where's luck again?
50-50, buddy.
50-50.
No, but I mean, where's the button?
It's at the top of
the
your
top.
character sheet where it's.
I see it. I see it.
There you go.
Bravo.
Okay. All right. So she pulls out her little mag light. She pulls out her sidearm as well. And she's like, keep that door open. Keep an eye on me. And she's going to cross a threshold and start going down the hallway.
Sounds good. All right. So let's get back to the guys that are.
I was hoping.
Yeah.
I need to ponder. Take
it all in. So let's get back to Agent Mentio and Agent Mosby.
So yeah, I am knocking on the door that I believe is RC's, which is the third door on the ground floor.
Okay. So you're going to RC's apartment. Agent Mosby, what are you doing? You're back in Abigail's apartment?
I'm in Abigail's apartment, and I was going to continue the cataloging using the camera. So probably general kind of wide shots. And then, I'm guessing that I probably got a bit of time in here. And so maybe every once in a while I'll approach the wall, maybe like move some papers around and just take a, like, what is all this? Like just trying to make sense of it because it's just so bizarre, right? If anything catches my eye, I'd maybe investigate a little bit more closely, but that's really all I'm doing.
All right. Give me 2 search rolls.
Okay. Search. Crit fail? Is that what that is? A 98?
No, it didn't. Doubles.
Oh, regular.
Only doubles in this game, Phil.
Gotcha. I was thinking Cthulhu. My bad.
Yep. 2. That's a pretty good one. All right. So as you are cataloging, taking pictures, making notes of what's all in this apartment, you come across what appears to be a diagram. So let me see if I can pull that up for you to show you. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Huh, that's interesting. Do you guys see that?
Nope.
Okay.
Game is paused. Does that make a difference or no?
No.
Didn't. No.
I wonder. Okay, I will just, you can show to all and share to all. So I will just share it to everybody because I don't think I could pick one person. It says show to list, but I don't know what that means. So you should be able to see it now.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
So what it appears to be is a meticulous plan for odd mechanical machines that are drawn in ballpoint pen. What looks like unfolded thick paper napkins with gold initials in the corner that depict GBR. And then one diagram is labeled Leo and the other is labeled Escriba.
Okay.
Reba and Leo. Leo. Un poco de español.
Yeah, I don't think I speak Spanish. That's not one of my skills. We don't have to learn that in Canada. Well, if it's
Luckily,
French, maybe.
you have 2 native speakers, luckily.
Yeah. You're muted, Harrigan. Let me see here. So that's odd. I mean, I've never seen any contraption like this before, I'm guessing. Maybe I would have some kind of inkling of like farm equipment because of my profession, but this is bizarre. I don't know what this is. Can I remove this from the wall possibly and bag this in one of our evidence bags?
Sure.
Okay. So I'll take this off the wall carefully as I can, and I'll bag it. That GBR, we haven't heard any names so far. that would what would indicate what GBR might stand for?
No, not
No.
offhand. No.
Okay, because I mean, when you look at that napkin, GBR, the way that it's like the design on that, they look pretty fancy. Those napkins.
They do.
Okay, yeah, they definitely look fancy, like they came from a restaurant or something like that, like a fancy upscale restaurant.
They look linen.
It's a fancy cocktail napkin kind of thing.
Yeah,
Embroidered or not broidered. It's probably not embossed. What am I?
okay.
How do you do it with gold? I don't
Just
remember.
printed. Oh, like a
Yeah.
gold leaf.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So definitely. So I'll take those off. I'll
Okay.
bag them, and we've got an evidence box too going in the apartment, correct?
You do.
Okay. So I will just put it in the evidence box, and probably waiting for, when Agent Mignon comes back up, he'd probably be the person I would show this to.
Fair.
Okay. Yeah. That's kind of what I've been doing.
Okay. Yeah, you continue to do that, and everything seems to be going smoothly. Agent Mantillo, you end up going down the hallway to an apartment, and you come to the apartment number 3, 4,
Three.
3.
Third one on the lowest level, but I don't know what the numbering scheme is.
Yep. That's Mantillo. Okay. Okay. Yeah. What do you do?
Knock. Feel like we're not being watched very well.
And there doesn't seem to be an answer.
Okay. I will knock again. If there's still no answer, I will go up to the next floor and start knocking on doors and see if I find somebody who answers.
You see behind you, right out of the corner of your eye, an individual that looks like he's going up the stairs, and it's not one of the agents
One of
that
us?
you're aware of. Yeah,
Is it a man or a woman?
male.
Excuse me, sir.
Stops.
FBI, can you?
He's like
FBI.
kind of 3 stairs up, and he stops.
Yeah, I'll pull out my my badge, my FBI. Can you help me for a minute, please? I'm looking
Yeah,
for
sure.
the,
Yeah.
excellent. I'm looking for the building manager, building super, some way to get into the basement.
And you see what appears to look like this guy. Wide rim glasses, short hair, white Caucasian guy. He says, hey, what are you looking for?
Building superintendent, manager, a way to get into the basement.
Yeah, what do you need to get in the basement?
None of your business.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Police
well,
business.
hmm.
Can you tell me how to find the manager? Superintendent?
Yeah, I don't know if he's around. I don't know if he's upstairs or
Where
not.
would he be if he were around?
Might be upstairs on 4. I'm not sure.
On 4.
Yeah.
This is a 3-story building.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
Roger. And you're
Roger. Where do you live?
Well, that's my apartment right there. You're at my apartment.
Oh, you're RC. So you're headed upstairs, but your apartment's here?
Yeah, I was gonna go upstairs and probably grab a drink.
Interesting. And you think the manager might be up there?
Maybe you're welcome to go up there and look around.
What's the manager's name?
I don't remember his name.
Well, lead on. I'll go up with you. We'll go find the manager.
All right, sounds good. And as you get closer to him, and he's kind of waiting there for you, you can get a little bit of an air of like cinnamon from him. That and a mix of cigar and like a hint of brandy off of his breath.
Oh, that's not good. Just came in from the bar, obviously.
Yeah, so he goes upstairs. He says,
Did I hear the outside door, like from the door from the mailroom or anything? Did I hear that door open and close?
No.
So he just sort of appeared out of nowhere, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Like
He was just there on the stairs. Boom. Okay.
I mean, he could have been coming down the stairs.
But he was headed up when I saw him.
Yes.
Yeah. So he would have had to like turn around or whatever. Yeah.
So, what's your name again?
Agent Montilla,
Agent. Oh, are you?
FBI.
Oh, you're FBI. Do you show him your
Yes, sir.
badge?
I did. I showed him my badge initially, like right when I grabbed him on the stairs.
Oh, he's like, oh, okay. What brings you here, Agent?
Looking for the night manager, possibly the superintendent. Need to talk to him. What, are you one of the artists that live here?
I'm an author.
An author. What kind of books do you write?
Science fiction.
See.
Never heard of me?
Do I know
Roger Caroon.
Roger Caroon, huh?
Yeah, I've got one of my popular series called Night Sea.
No, I don't.
Do you like science
think I
fiction,
have.
Agent?
Yeah, not much. I read that Isaac Asimov.
Oh yeah, wow. Who hasn't heard of that guy, right?
Exactly. You write stuff like that?
Yeah, a little bit. Some, ships, strange science fiction occurrences, something I've been doing for a little while now.
Where do you get your ideas?
They just, sometimes you just got to sit down by yourself and maybe, they come to me in the shower, it's strange. You just gotta, strange ideas come to me at any given time in the day, and I gotta take notes. And it's not always that easy. Sometimes you get writer's block, and it's hard to come up with original ideas. And I try to stay away from reading some of my peers in the industry, because I don't want them obviously to influence too much of my work.
Sure. Is it a tough living? Do it all right?
It could be okay. I mean, I've done all right. I can't complain. He looks
That's
a little disheveled, like, he's, not, little unkept, but not,
Right.
hair's a little messy, and
Not
it's
a
like, all right,
total
well,
slob, though.
yeah, let's.
So I feel like, which is kind of fun. I feel like we have been talking for much longer than it would have taken us to get up a couple floors.
He's probably slowing down his pace as you guys are talking.
Sure.
And
Out of breath while he's still going upstairs.
he keeps
Yeah.
going up. He goes up the stairs from the ground floor and goes up to the first floor and goes around, and then he goes up to the second floor, and then he goes around and he goes up to the next level, and there's
Next level, it shouldn't be there. Okay.
and there's a door that's there,
Yeah.
and it's closed, and he opens up the door and opens up into this big wide room that's got velvet wallpaper and burgundy leather chairs and a wet bar and bookshelf that
That's pretty nice.
spans an entire wall.
Does it smell like cinnamon?
It doesn't smell like cinnamon. No.
So do I see anyone in there? So he's just walked in. Do I see anybody in this room other than him?
You do not.
All right.
He
So I
walks
will-
over to the corner and goes to where what appears to be a wet bar and he grabs a bottle and he's looking at it and he puts that down. And as he does that, things kind of clink around and picks up another one. He's that's a good one. And looks around. Here we go. Grabs
Mr.
like a
Chastain, are you in there?
kind of looks around, looks at you. He says, opens up the ice bucket, grabs the tongs, clink, clink. You hear drop into the tumbler and
I will
pours
shut
himself
the
a
door.
long pour of a dark liquor. And he's like, hey, cheers.
Yeah, I shut the door on him while he's making his drink, unless I don't, of course.
Give me a sanity check.
So that was a 09, which seems like that's probably successful.
Okay.
Hope so.
85, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's a success. Yeah, and so you turn to go out the door, and there's a long hallway.
Yeah, so I look back at him, look back at the hallway.
So you look back, and there's a guy in the corner and drinking a drink. I make you something?
I look back at the hallway. I look back at him.
Looks at you.
No, thank
yeah.
you though. Thank you.
Yeah, all right.
That's did we just where are we?
Yeah, we're right where we need to be.
So the manager's here?
Manager.
Hey, do you know Abigail Wright?
Oh, sure.
How do you know her?
Oh, she's a tenant here.
She is a tenant here.
Yeah. She let's see. She lives up on 6. Yep. Apartment 12A.
Lives up on 6, apartment 12A.
Yeah.
Where are the stairs up?
Oh, I think you got to go down the hallway. I think.
This hallway? This one right here?
Yeah, that one or the one over to the right. If you go down and to the right, there might be the stairs that go up there. Well, what are you looking?
You don't know how to get up to the 6th floor?
It's different for everybody.
Of course. Of course it is. All right. And I sort of turn away from him and I go down the hallway because apparently there's stairs up to the 6th floor somewhere.
Yeah, okay. Start walking down the hallway. Mosby's still cataloging away.
Well, I guess at this point, I mean, I've been in the room for a long time.
You probably
All is
hear.
quiet.
You probably hear. You probably hear Agent Mantino a little bit from the hallway talking to somebody. It's echoes and it's pretty quiet, unless you close the door to Abigail Wright's apartment, which I don't think. That's you kind of kept it open.
Yeah.
And you hear briefly, another gentleman, a male voice talking to her, and she identified herself and doesn't seem like there's any kerfuffle. There's no loud outburst or anything, kind of humbled conversation. And then you hear kind of steps. Sounds like they might be, going upstairs, and they kind of fade away. Yeah. And you stop hearing any conversation, but there's no. As a matter of fact, you're probably looking and taking pictures and things, and then before you know, you're like, whoa. It's quiet.
It's quiet.
Yeah, you don't hear anybody.
Check my watch. Like, how long have these guys been gone for?
So probably, I think, right around when you guys were coming out of the apartment, I think it's around 6 o'clock, maybe 10 after 6.
Okay.
Not
10
too,
after 6.
maybe quarter after 6.
Sure, that's fine. But I guess what I'm really kind of thinking about is like, how long have Mignon and Maya been gone for? I mean, they were always supposed to walk up a couple of flights of stairs, and they were going to come right back. Like,
Yeah.
I said it would take a minute. I'm like, it's going to take a minute. Be right back.
Yeah. They haven't returned, and you're cataloging away and fast forwarding. It's probably, maybe 45 minutes, maybe 6:45 ish, and they haven't come back yet.
Where the hell are they? They find something up on the roof? Like, what the hell's going on with these? What the hell's going on? All right, I'd probably take one last photo, just a random spot on the wall. I'll put the camera back in the box. I exit the room, shut the door behind me, and I walk down the hall, and I'm cruising up the stairs, and in my head I'm just thinking, what the hell's taking them so long? Like, it's just 2 flights of stairs. They should be back by now. And this, then I'm going to start yelling too, because I heard last Agent Mantillo be like, Mantillo.
Nobody hears them, and it kind of echoes through the hallway a little bit. I mean, it just seems like there's, pretty quiet in the building. And there's nobody on the ground floor. There's no sounds coming from up the stairs.
Mm.
You climb up the stairs?
I mean, why wouldn't I? Yeah, of course I do. I'm yelling for Mantillo, not hearing anything. Do I wonder what this guy, I don't think I have, like, my gear is pretty sparse. Like, I know I have no guns. That's just not my tour. I have some steel-toed boots. Oof, I got nothing. All right. Well,
as you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Some test tubes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm walking up the stairs being like, what the hell is taking everybody so long? So, I go up, I just keep going up the stairs till I get to the top. Yeah.
Hey, coming to the first.
I'll stick my head out every hallway, just look down, anything going on. Like you said, I'm not seeing anybody, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you go up to the first floor and look around, and you look down one end of the hallway thinking maybe somebody's down there. The doors are closed and there's no sound coming from that way. And you look down the right side, there's the door along the wall, and you don't hear anything. And the door across from you, you're like, that seems relatively quiet.
Keep going up then.
Go up again. You go up to the second floor, same type of layout. And you're like, and you notice there's one set of stairs that goes up even further, probably to the roof.
I'm going up to the roof.
Okay. Go up to the roof, and you get up you go up the stairs, and it goes, get up to the stairs, and to your left is a solid wood door.
Yeah.
Pretty sturdy in its construction. Closed.
Don't worry, Harrigan, I'm coming. I mean, I don't know any better. It's a door. It's a door. I'm figuring you guys what the hell are these guys doing on the roof?
Where else could they have gone?
Lovely view. Like, what are they doing? Well, what are they doing? Maybe they found something on the roof. What do I know? I opened the door.
All right. You open the door, and you see a lounge. And then there's a guy in the corner, and you see Agent Mantillo seems to be kind of 10 feet into the room. And so you see the big, leather chairs, the humidor, the wet bar, and the books, the plethora of books on the bookshelf that spans the entire wall, and the hearth that lights up, kind of gives a little bit of an ambiance, a subtle glow in the room, if you will. Very schmoozy, bougie kind of place, right? Like I could probably have a cigar and a drink in here and just kind of sipper of whiskey or brandy. Yeah.
Now, Mantillo, what the hell's going on up here? This should be the roof.
I'm sorry, what?
So yeah, Agent Mosby shows up. Agent Mantio comes out of the door. Hey,
I don't have any idea what's going on. This guy, and I look over to the bar. Is that guy there?
yeah. He's gone from the bar and he's sitting in one of the chairs. He's like
This
got a
guy
cigar, and he's like snips off the end and puts it in his mouth and like grabs like a little like book matchbox, it looks like, and strikes a match and tokes up a
This
cigar.
guy thought the manager might be up here, and then he said that Abigail Wright lives up on the 6th floor.
6th floor, yep, 12A.
In
That's what
apartment 12A.
That's what Thomas was saying. That there's a 6th floor. I don't know the 6th floor.
And
How the
that
hell
the
would it be a 6th floor?
stairs are just down the hall somewhere.
What do you mean the stairs are just down the hall? This building has 3 floors.
Exactly, and we're on the 4th.
No, we're not. This must be some kind of weird room on the roof. This is like we're on the roof. We're on the roof. I'm looking at the other guy. We're on the roof, right?
Do you
There's
see
like
the
some
sky?
special. Well, I mean, this must be like some special made lounge room on the roof. I mean, probably there's got to be a door here somewhere that takes us to the roof. There's only a 3-floor building.
Exactly.
You mean exactly?
I mean, exactly.
It's a smoking lounge.
Yeah.
He kind of shrugs and takes a couple.
So, yeah. So, do you want to help me find the stairs up to the roof? Because we're not on the roof yet, right? There's a ceiling over our head.
Correct.
Yeah, but that ceiling is like, I don't think that's the roof. Like the roof should, I mean, the roof is like it's
Right. We're above the roof. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think we're on the roof. I think this room is on
Right.
the
So,
roof.
what if, right. So we could get on the roof that's over our head, is what I'm saying. Right, there's got to be another roof then if we're on the roof and there's a ceiling
Sure.
over our head.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, granted, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
So I was going to look for the stairs up to the roof of the roof
Okay.
and see if Abigail's up there.
Yeah. Well, she can't. I mean, there's no 6th floor. That doesn't make any.
Okay.
I think I thought Thomas was maybe on drugs.
He might be.
Who's this guy?
Who's Thomas? Oh, that Thomas. Yeah. This guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. He just had a drink.
Who are you?
I'm Roger Caroon. Who
He's
are
a
you?
famous sci-fi
Who are
author.
me?
Yeah.
Science fiction. Love science fiction.
Yeah. Have you heard of? You might have heard of some of my work.
No, give me what? Like, what's your most famous piece? What's your most famous book?
Oh, let's see. There's Passage to Eden. There's let's see. One of my more popular novel series that you probably have heard of is let's see, not you probably haven't heard of that one. What kind of work do you like?
I kind of generally lean into some fantasy, but
Have you ever heard of Night Sea?
Night Sea? Doesn't ring any bells, sorry.
Oh, that's one of my more popular ones.
No.
Well, if you get out, to your next bookstore, grab a copy.
Okay. And so Roger, I mean, if this lounge, maybe technically this is a 4th floor. I don't know. I mean, I've heard the night manager, Mr. Castaigne, I think is he on the 4th floor?
I don't, is that his name? I don't know. Yeah, maybe he's probably upstairs somewhere.
Okay. And who takes care of this bar? I mean, is this like a communal bar?
Yeah, help yourself,
Yeah, I'm not going to do that just now.
Hey, cigars, you go through there, in the humidor, and then you got the, all the spirits over there.
I actually will cruise over to the humidor and take one of those now that he offered it.
Okay.
So I will quick scan any Cuban cigars.
Yeah, you find a nice Cuban cigar.
Beautiful. I'll take one of those and I will put it in my pocket
Okay.
And then I will look at Agent Manteo and kind of be like, okay, lead the way.
But she's wandered off by now, sort of in a daze, but she may still be only 5 feet from you.
Yeah, no, everything, Mentia looks like she might be moseying down the hallway,
Okay.
I'm guessing.
I will
Yep.
walk quickly to catch up.
Okay. You catch up to her, no problem. You go down the hallway and you guys go down the hallway and you turn around and it seems as though you look back and there you don't see the room that you just came from. It's kind of the hallway gets a little darker and a little bit longer. And you all have let's see. And go ahead.
You see
I was just
Maya
gonna say-
and Mignon?
You don't.
No, I'm asking Mosby if
What?
he's seen them.
No, they so after you went downstairs to, I guess, investigate the basement, Thomas was talking all kinds of weird rubbish about how there was like a 4th floor and a 6th floor. And so those two decided to just like, I guess, basically debunk that kind of nonsense he was spouting. And they never came back. And then I heard you kind of walking by and I was taking pictures and I saw this weird, like, architectural drawing. I have no idea what the hell it was. It's in a bag. It's back in Abigail's apartment. And then you were gone for a while. And I'm like, what the hell is taking those other two so long? So I left the apartment and now this, and like, look, where the hell's the room we just came from? Can't even see it.
That's what I was saying. Exactly. So up to the 6th floor?
Wow. Is there a door? Is there an apartment door nearby, Sean?
There is.
I'm going right up to it and I'm banging on the door. I'm kind of getting a bit of a freak out going on.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a sanity check.
I'm good. 14.
Okay. Yeah. Looks you go to reach for the door and it seems like it's 10 feet away, which strange. It's like, it seemed like it was very much near you a second ago.
Think that's the door to the stairs?
I don't know what this is, man. Is there something in the air here? Like this is all like my whole sense of perception is a hot mess.
Could be. Let's go see if these are the stairs.
Okay.
Going towards the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to Agent Maya and Mignon.
Nice.
You
Mignon
guys,
standing.
I
in the door?
have agreed to man this door so it does not shut. It's one of the leather like seats close to the door that I could drag it over and prop the door open with it.
Sure.
So I, drag it. You hear it scraping on the wood. I prop it against the door. I sit in it. I need to.
Did you leave the
think.
door to do that?
Yeah, the door was open. It didn't close. And as I drag it, I look down. I look right at Maya, who's still there.
We hope.
Yes.
And I sit down and I light my pipe sitting in the chair with the door open, staring at Maya. Like, I got this. This door is open.
Okay. So you see her looking over her shoulder back at you and you drag the chair into place. Correct, Sean?
Correct.
She turns and proceeds down the hallway. And I don't think Mignon can see this because he's not close enough and it's dark, but her grip on her weapon and her flashlight is just white knuckled.
Okay.
She can hear her breath in her own ears. She's terrified as she walks down the hallway here. And when she gets to the first door, you described a couple of doors on the sides. She's going to try to reach out, grab a doorknob and just try it.
Okay.
And is there anything written on it in terms of a number or a name or anything like that?
No, it's a blank door, similar to some of the doors that were down there. It's like a door like Abigail's apartment, but no number on it or anything, but the same type of wood and finishing. And you go to reach for the doorknob, and all of a sudden a huge chime sounds without warning. Ding, 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 ding. And give me a sanity check.
Okay.
Do I hear the chime?
You do not. Okay.
Success.
All right. Excellent.
Still scares the shit out of her, though.
Scares the bejesus.
Where is it coming from? Like all around her?
Yeah. It seems to just echo through the entire hallway. And as soon as it starts, it tends to fade into nothing.
Well,
like
the second she hears it, was her hand on the doorknob, or was she just reaching for it?
It was when you were right before you were about to touch it.
She recoils back from it, throws herself against the wall across from the door, and like points the gun at the door and just waits for a beat.
Okay.
Does the door move or anything or open?
No.
She lowers her weapon and, ready for the sound this time, reaches out to try again.
Okay.
Do I see these actions?
You could see Agent Maya like going to grab.
I'm squinting into the
Yeah.
the darkness, watching her flashlight, and I see something is going on. I don't get up or anything. I'm just staring in the darkness, making sure I can have a beat on her.
Sure. So Agent Maya, you go to reach for the doorknob again?
Yep.
Okay. And as you do that, you hear a bunch of people down the hallway running.
Towards Mignon or the other way?
On the opposite end from Mignon.
Can she see them or just hear
You
them?
do. You briefly see, as you turn, you see 4 people dash past the hallway, and they look to be wearing silver robes and white masks. Like, oh, and they kind of shuffling, and you can hear them plain as day. They're probably 30 feet down the hallway.
She shouts down the hall, "Wait, I want to talk to you. Wait." Do they stop?
They don't.
She's going to double time down the hallway after them to see where they went.
Okay. You run down the hallway, and you get to the end of the hallway, and they look like they were going from right to left as you come down, and you look in both directions, probably first towards the direction they were running, and there you don't see them. Nothing there. And you don't hear anything.
Is it dark down here except for her flashlight?
It seems dimly lit. There's it's kind of like hotel hallways in the night, right? Kind of dimly lit. Some very nice lighting, on the walls that light up the hallway, so it's not completely dark. Flashlight certainly does illuminate a little bit brighter, but it's not dark.
So in running down to where she saw them go left to right, did she pass other doors or a stairwell or anything?
No.
Turning, does she see Mignon still, or is he too far away now?
He's a little bit further away, but seems like he's in the same spot that he was when you ran down.
Okay. And where has she ended up? At like a T junction, or
Yep.
So she can go straight or left or right?
She can go left or right.
Just left or right.
Yeah.
And her flashlight does not reveal the end of either section.
No, there's a door on the end on the right hand side
Where they went.
where they might have come from, possibly.
Where they would have come from. I thought they went
running
left to right
to left.
My bad.
Right to left.
Right to left.
Yeah.
Is her orientation, does she know well enough that they were going towards the front or the back of the building? Can she tell, or is she just too turned around at this stage?
You're not sure.
Yeah. Mignon, did you have something you wanted to yell?
I actually, somebody's pointing.
I was going to say, Agent Mignon, if you're looking at Maya, Agent Maya.
No, when I saw her frantically
yeah.
running and doing stuff, I made sure like the chair is like going to be wedged in the door, and I'm like, there's no way this door can close because that was my job. So
Sure.
the chair is done, and I'm going to swiftly make my way in that direction, if at all possible.
Towards Agent Maya.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good.
So if he's coming down the hallway, he probably sees Maya as she's going to go to the right where you said they came from, Sean.
Sure.
Right down to that door. So you probably just glimpse her going down the hallway, Mignon.
I yell out, Maya, what's going on? I'm coming.
She'll back up and just say, stay close. I don't know what's going on. I just saw people dressed in silver. Did you hear the sound a minute ago? Like a chime, like a bell, so loud.
No, I just saw you jump. I thought
we need to get out of here. This place is screwed up. We need to find the others and get out of here.
You don't have to preach to me. But I'm not sure what to do. So what are we going back to the room as I start to take a step back towards the room?
How can we get out from there? This is the only way out. There's no other door.
I need to think right now, Maya. I would just like to sit down and think. All this running and gunning and like, can we, there's like nice comfy chairs over there. Can we just sit and think? This hallway will still be here, maybe. So can we go? If I leave the door open, maybe it'll still be there. I think we need to sit down.
Holsters her gun, and she gets right up in his face, not in an aggressive way, but close to him, and is like, all right, listen, calm down. I don't know what's going. I don't know what's going on either, but sitting in that room is not going to get us anywhere. It's like the portal it's the way we got in here.
What if we keep running down this hallway and we like jump off the end of the earth? I know that's crazy and doesn't make any sense, but neither does the rest of this.
Listen to yourself. It doesn't.
That chair is not going to get blasted off into space. I'm pretty sure.
There must be like a secret wall that moved or something turned in that room and disoriented us. We can find a way out. We have to find some stairs or a window.
I'm just afraid if we keep going, the direction, we don't even know where that is. It's definitely not a cardinal direction. Maybe Mosby and Manteo are looking for us. You know, like if you know what they say, like when you're lost and you think people look for you, like stay in one spot. Don't keep running around. Just stay in one spot.
Mignon, Professor, watch my back. She turns and she's actually going to walk up to that door, Sean. She's going to kick it down.
The door at the end of the hallway?
Yep. She's going to try to just kick it open without touching it. Just like a marshal or an FBI boot to the doorknob, try to kick the thing in.
Okay. You boom, you kick it in. And the threshold breaks, right? The door jam, you bust it open. Wood splinters, and there looks to be another hallway with a couple rooms on each side.
Just yell out, son of a bitch!
It's like a labyrinth. How far does it go? Like farther than it should, based on how big the house is or the building is.
Let's go sit down before we find the Minotaur. All right?
Probably goes like 50 feet.
Anything to mark it as different than the hallway we're in?
No, very similar in decor. You know, it seems as though somebody just put a door in the middle of a hallway and it continues.
She pulls her gun again, their flashlight. She says, back the other way. So the intention here is to lead Mignon towards where she saw the people run to. across the hallway the other way.
Okay.
I'm open to ideas if you have them. Beyond sitting in that room.
Give me.
Apparently, you don't heed any of my ideas. Give you what?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got my cat dispensing
$1 to
food.
change the scene.
My my food dispensing in the background. You go down the hallway and continue to go past
The
where you came
opposite
from.
way.
Yeah,
Right,
and
that's
you
right.
keep going, and it bends around to the left. Give me a sanity check.
Of us.
I suspect so. Since we're together, you're with me, right?
Yeah. Where else would I be?
That's right. Maya failed.
Okay, so you go back to the end of the hallway. Take a point of sanity.
Sean, was I supposed to roll also?
No.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah, sure.
And let's see, you go to the end of the hallway and you take did I say to the left? I think I said it to the left, right?
They ran to the left, right?
Yeah. But I'm saying you kept going to the end of that hallway and it goes to the left again.
Correct. Yeah,
Right.
that's right. It bent around. Did it
Yeah.
Was it like a right angle?
Correct.
Mhm.
And you are back at the smoking lounge, and there is the door. There's the door that you originally entered, right? 20 feet across the room.
Open and with the chair in it?
No, it's this. There's
The smoking lounge that connected to the stairs.
correct.
So that kind of excites her. She's like, is
No,
this like the other room?
this is not exciting. There's no chair. This is the opposite of exciting, whatever that is, Maya. I'm not sure what that is at the moment, but if I could sit down and think, I'll come up with a word that's the opposite of exciting.
Oh my God. Just come follow me. Come on. She's going to lead the way towards that room and she'll stop right at the threshold to look in to see if there's anything that marks it as different in any way than the room they just left where they propped the chair.
It looks like there's the door and the threshold, and you look, and it looks like it goes to the right and goes down the stairs.
I found it.
Oh,
She goes down. She goes down a couple of steps. The way into the rest of the regular part of the building. Doesn't it? This is the stairs that go down. It looks like, right, Sean?
Yes.
Great. You solved it. Let's go.
Agent Mosby, Agent Manteo, you guys are
Lost.
where did we leave off with you guys? You guys were about to open a door, right?
I was about to open a door that in the hopes that it leads upstairs.
Okay. And Agent Mosby, you're with Agent Manteo, correct?
Yeah, I had tried to knock on a door, but I couldn't reach it.
Okay. All right. And you, Agent Mosby, are you going to open the door that's in front of you?
That's what I'm doing.
All right. So you open the
If I
door,
can.
and
Yeah.
there's it kind of brightens up, and there is what appears to be the smoking room. There's leather chairs, a hearth, a bookshelf that takes up a majority of a wall, wet bar, humidor, and it seems like across the room there's the door that you came up through.
Is Roger there?
No, Roger is not there.
Looks like we've gone around in a circle somehow. I don't understand it.
Well, can we get the hell out of here?
I guess so. Yeah, because we went through the one hall and then the one door, and yeah, let's go. And I'll start walking to the door that looks like it goes back downstairs.
I'll follow.
All right. And you go through the door and it quickly takes a right and it goes down the stairs. Looks very familiar. And you arrive on the second floor of the Macallistar Building, and it's relatively quiet. And you hear a couple voices, and it sounds like Agent Maya and Agent Mignon. And you guys, Agent Mignon and Agent Maya, you hear from the top of the stairs familiar voices of Agent Mosby and Agent Mantio.
Maya.
So, Sean, they're lower in the stairwell than we are.
They are higher. They're coming out above you.
Okay.
Watch.
So
Now the building
Maya.
flipped upside down because they were downstairs. See, I told you we should have stayed there.
Mantio, she calls back.
Hey, you guys hear
Maya,
each other?
yeah.
We're down here.
Oh.
Wait a
Oh.
minute. And I take out the phone
No.
and I dial Mosby. Bleep, bleep. Does it
Yeah.
bleep on
Yes.
Mosby?
His phone rings.
Gracias
Okay.
Dio.
I'm like, okay, see, you never know. You never know. It's them.
Yeah. Okay.
Maya will wait in the stairwell for them to join her so she can lay eyes on them.
We were just up on the fourth there's a smoking bar lounge thing.
I know. We
Oh,
found it too.
there's might be more than one.
What do you mean? there
I've
might
seen
be
a
more than
few.
one?
I've seen a few.
Let's
How the
talk
hell
about
is
it.
that room even up there? That's supposed to be the roof.
Yeah.
It's worse than that.
What do you mean it's worse?
Let's
than
get
that?
out of this
Oh,
building.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Well, you
Is she
should- you should-
okay? She looks at Mosby
No.
and then kind of at Mantio. Is she
Yes.
all right?
I don't know. I mean, we were just in some kind of weird room, and there was some dude, Roger, that was in there with
Roger.
Mantio.
What a dude!
Sci-fi
We
author.
didn't have any dudes.
Roger
Oh.
says that Abigail writes on the 6th floor in room 12A, apartment 12A.
12A.
Yeah.
Could you guys find a way up to? I saw no more stairs after
No,
I
I
got to
went
the
to
floor.
look for it, and I ended up back where I started, and then we came back down.
As you realize, we're looking for a sixth floor in a 3-floor.
Let's get out of this building and then take a breath. This place there's something wrong here.
Do we want to
Really
take
wrong.
Mosby said he found something. We should grab that.
Yeah, there was. When I was taking photos in the apartment, I found some kind of weird design. It looked like it was on a cocktail napkin. You might find this interesting, Mignon.
You know what else is kind of weird? I mean, there's a lot of kind of weird, but the two of you, right? Mosby and Mignon, you were in that apartment, in the Wright's apartment for quite a while, looking around, taking pictures or whatever you were doing. And you didn't see any sort of, I mean, it's crazy in there, but you didn't see any sort of occult symbol.
No.
And it couldn't be buried because if somebody saw it, well, then they must have seen it. Right? Like stripping the stuff off, whatever we find there is not going to be something that somebody saw after she was gone, after she was done putting stuff on the walls. So if we didn't see it, then it's probably not there.
Well, I was hoping to take these Polaroids and then the pictures that I was taking and shoved in my shirt when Mailman was picking fights. I take the Polaroids on. I was like, well, maybe we can look at these and study them and figure
so you
something
weren't
out.
looking at the walls while you were taking pictures. You were just
I
taking
was-
pictures.
Very scientifically making sure I was getting all of the parts of the walls,
I see.
not specifically trying to decipher anything at the moment. I figured we would
Are
do
you
that
familiar
later.
with the phrase "the forest for the trees"?
I'm also familiar with the phrase hangry, and I think we all need some beef cheeseburgers. My treat, but we need to get out of this building.
Get whatever you found, Mosby, and let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I didn't find the manager or the basement. Is it night? We must be near a window now, right? There's a window somewhere.
Yeah, it's dark outside.
I wonder if the night manager is going to show up.
What do our watches say? look at my
11:10 p.m.
11.
What?
11.
Damn.
What do you mean 11:10?
Damn.
It's been
11.
like 5 minutes.
No wonder why I'm starving.
Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Everybody give me a
Let's get out of here.
sanity check.
68. That is still a success, I believe.
If you succeed, you are fine.
That's not what I wanted.
Failure from Maya.
You fail, take a point of sanity, please.
Low attrition here.
So I guess Mosby goes back into Abigail's apartment. Hopefully he can. Hopefully nothing weird happens.
You walk in. Did you close the door? It's probably still
Yes,
open.
I did. I
Okay.
did close the door. Yeah, I closed
Yeah.
the door. Is the door still closed?
It is still closed.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I mean, I'll open the door. I'll walk in. I think I left everything in the box, like all the photos and stuff I took. So I'll collect all the photos. I'll collect the bag with the napkin. That's still there.
Yes.
No, I'm just checking.
We don't know. We have no
yeah,
idea.
it is. Yeah. All right. So the napkin is still in the bag. I take all the photos. I exit the apartment, shut the door behind it.
I finally saw the picture of the napkin, by the way. I think it's
It's pretty
embossed
cool.
is the word you're
Embossed.
looking for.
Yeah.
Emboss
Yeah.
is a very nice word.
And I'll give that bag with the napkin in it to Mignon. I said, maybe we can figure out what this is. Like I have a little bit of knowledge about heavy machinery, but this ain't nothing like I ever seen before.
Yeah, there's no
Machinery's my
bones in
thing.
there, so engineering is definitely not my thing.
Oh no. Okay.
Machinery's my thing. Let me look at it.
Yeah. Hand it over.
Machinery is
No.
your thing, Agent Matteo?
Sure is.
What
Airplane
under
mechanic.
heavy machinery.
Heavy
Okay.
machine.
Airplane mechanic.
She likes caterpillars,
I was gonna say
tractors,
I could do a dozer.
bobcats.
No. Airplanes. God damn it.
Oh, airplanes. Yeah.
I'm an Air Force mechanic.
Got
Nothing
it. Got
heavy.
it.
They're aluminum,
Machine guns, airplanes. I don't
light
know.
steel.
Okay.
Are we outside
So
the
we're
building?
we're knuckleheading until we get out of the building. Just
Okay. You exit the Macallistar Building and
Good night.
you're
turn around. I
outside.
look back up to make sure there's only 3 floors.
It is only 3 floors.
Yeah.
You can make a sanity check for that.
Exactly the way you entered.
Do I still have the cigar that I took out of the smoking room?
You do not.
Interesting.
Oh boy. The cigar is not on my person.
Did you
So you
did
tell
you,
us that because we
did you
didn't know.
leave it
Yeah.
behind or
No, I put it in my pocket. Remember, I took it out of the humidor and I pocketed it.
get me a sanity check?
Oh, Jesus.
He said that you'd find the 6th floor when you were ready.
That's a fail.
Ugh.
1
Who
point.
said that?
Roger.
So are we outside on the street when this conversation is happening, Sean?
If you, I mean, I didn't have any reason to believe that you guys are not out on
Yeah.
the street.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
no,
we're
we're-
heading for food and
su-
drink, right?
And Mosby's like, "Where's that cigar?" Mosby, are you okay? You all right?
No, I'm like,
What are you looking for?
you remember the room with the booze and the cigars?
Yeah.
So I helped myself to one of those cigars and it's gone.
You took and it's
Yeah, you saw me, right,
Interesting.
Mentio? I
Interesting.
took a
Good
cigar
to know.
right out of the humidor. You saw me, right?
I do remember you taking that. Yeah, I was and you went and I do remember that.
Yeah, it's gone.
Well, maybe you dropped it. Maybe you got a
No.
hole in your pocket.
No,
No?
you'd know if you dropped something like that. Trust me, I didn't drop it.
Okay.
Montillo, who told you about the 6th floor? walking
Roger.
at this
Roger
stage.
Cancun. No, that's
Who's
not part of his
Roger?
name. Roger's the guy who lives on the 1st floor. RC. He lives on the 1st floor. He said his mailbox matches that. He's the 3rd apartment. So there's Abigail's, and then Manuel's, and then Roger
Karoon.
Karoon.
So when you and Mailman stopped roughing up Thomas Manuel. He talked, and he told me more about Abigail and the 4th floor and the 6th floor. He also seemed like he was like altered. I don't know if it's on drugs or what, but he was strange. Was this other guy, Roger? Was he like
seemed
that?
a little bit off too. Yeah. When I was asking him about the night manager, he didn't, he seemed kind of loosey, but, and then he got all hippie on me when I asked him how to get to the 6th floor.
He wouldn't take you because that was my thought. If you
No,
come
he
back
took
here,
me up to the 4th floor. He said the manager might be there, and I went up with him. And then he went and offered us drinks and stuff. And well, Mosby took a cigar. And then I asked him about the 6th floor, and he said, you'll get there when you're ready. You'll find the stairs when you're something like that. He didn't know. He's like, well, maybe the stairs are over there. Maybe the stairs are over there, as if stairs move, which I guess they do.
Thomas said something similar about it being like enlightened or ready or something. Guys, it's that whole building. Everyone in that building has been affected by whatever this is.
What do you mean? You think there's some kind of toxin in the air making everybody hallucinate? It could have been a hallucination. I mean, there's what we just experienced there had to be a hallucination, right?
But it's weird that we're so clear here, right? It's like there's a line, there's the crazy place up there, and then there's everything seems normal down here. Oh, there was the clown. That was weird too.
I still don't know what you guys are talking about.
I didn't see the clown.
What
Professor, is it possible for some sort of like hallucinogen or drug to affect us just like short term while you're smelling it, and then it's when you're not, it doesn't affect you?
I guess that's possible. I mean, the human body is interesting, and when dealing with chemicals and what you can do. Let's go sit down there. And he points to the Half Pint Bar and Grill on the edge of Washington Square Park in Greenwich Village, and it's still open. It's a bar, so let's go in there.
And, it's late. Yeah, I was supposed to go to talk to the art gallery. I wonder if that's still open. But let's get some food. I'm beat.
Yeah, we need to regroup after what we've just seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
My intention. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, generally speaking, Maya, over the course of the meal or whatever, Maya will tell them about more of the things she saw in the hallway, like the door that made the sound and the people, the crowd that she heard dressed in silver with masks.
I'll make sure I sit next to Mosby, and I'll be spreading out the Polaroids, trying to align them how the wall was, and try to find where he found those napkin things, and then have them laid out on top, and just trying to see if anything looks familiar.
What do you have laid out on top?
I have the napkins kind of sitting on top of after I did all the Polaroids. So you go to the wall.
Okay.
I attempt to put the napkins on top.
Gotcha.
I will eat as if I have not eaten in 36 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
I ordered us all steak and beef burgers. So just to make sure.
What are you ordering for us? You're so weird.
I am.
What if we didn't want steak?
That's fine. That's fine.
Wait.
But I ordered it anyway. Got to keep the business thriving, the cattle business. So, do I notice anything? Do I see? Does anything make sense to me? Is anything? I'm flipping Polaroids around. I'm staring at things. I'm looking through it through my glasses just to make it a little bigger.
You don't happen to come across anything that you can kind of see any relationship to, or anything representing what's printed out on the napkins necessarily. Could be just because of the Polaroid pictures are, so anyway. And your guess is that you might be able to uncover some details maybe as you actually are there cataloging some of the items and looking at them, 2-3 feet away. Sometimes the images are just too meh. They don't make any sense. Plus, it's just a section. So it might be, I don't know if Mosby's got them in a particular order on how it's laid out across the wall. He wasn't there for a ton of time, probably good, maybe half hour, 45 minutes. So it's a lot. Like, it's just crazy obnoxious amount of stuff that's glued to the walls and the ceiling.
So then I take the napkins and as ketchup and mayo is flying off of Mentio's burgers, trying not to get it on these napkins, she goes to grab for a napkin. I'm like, does any of this make sense to you? Like these linkages, or like, does any of this?
There was 2 words,
mechanical?
Leo and Escriba, that were written on the napkins.
Escriba just means right? To write.
That Leo, that looks Portuguese.
And means?
With the A with the
all I got.
lion.
Means the lion in Portuguese.
Lion. It's the lion in Portuguese, yeah. So we got scribe, writer.
The scribe.
Lion.
The scribe. This is scriba. I don't know if you guys would
so
know this. You know Portuguese, Edwin?
No, I know. I mean, I know Spanish. I know Spanish,
Well,
and I
know
recognize
Latin.
Portuguese.
Latin, Escribe comes from Latin, and I unfortunately was duped into taking that in high school.
Yeah, no, I know enough Spanish to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Leo. We all know Leo.
Yeah.
But there's not a third word, right? There's 3 napkins, 3 drawings, but 2 words.
No, there's 2.
2 words, and then they did it. Yeah.
There's two drawings or 3 drawings. I thought there were 3 napkins with 2 words. I only saw one napkin. I mean, you can only see the one, right, in the image you showed us.
Correct.
Yeah.
But you see the writing Leo and Escriba. Actually,
but there's only the
doesn't really show.
Right. There's only the one. Okay. There's two napkins and 1 word on each napkin.
So,
or is there 1 napkin with 2 words on it?
So Mosby, what made you specifically grab these napkins? What was it that you saw? Was there stuff around it, or you just thought it was strange?
Just it just kind of caught my eye, that this weird drawing on the wall. And when I kind of got closer, it was like a fancy napkin with the letters GBR.
This looks like a patent application.
Oh. GBR, does that mean anything to anybody?
That's what I was wondering. Is that a hotel?
Great
a bar?
British. It's not PBR.
I don't know.
Hold on a second. I get up and I walk to where the phone is, and there's going to be a phone book there.
Why don't you go ask the waiter?
Pardon me. Can I grab this?
We all have different methods, Edwin.
The taxi driver.
I wish to grab their phone book.
Sure. You can grab their phone book.
And I start looking through it. I go right to the hotel section and looking for, hotels that start with G.
And we'll ask the waiter later.
None that match like the same monogram. You would think that it's kind of you would think that the monogram would be directly related to some type of logo, and there isn't really anything in the yellow pages that seem to display it.
I think it walks.
What? The drawing?
The machine.
I think it's a walking machine.
Sure.
Got levers
like
of some kind.
I don't know.
Do the napkins seem really old?
They seem in good condition. If you were to put an age on it, you'd be surprised if they were, old. They're not discolored or anything like that. So they seem relatively.
How was it drawn? Is this like ballpoint pen?
Yes.
Pretty good drafting. I mean, they must have used a drafting table. I wonder where they drew it. She didn't have anything. She didn't have any tools like this in her apartment. She couldn't have drawn this.
What did you say?
And why on a napkin then? If you're going to have to use precise tools, why use
exactly? Why would you draw this on a napkin?
Wait, stop. Roger, what was his profession? His vocation?
Sci-fi author.
Something about this building is giving these people inspiration. Engineering inspiration. She points up napkins. Artistic inspiration. Novelist's inspiration. The man, Thomas, with his art in the basement, spoke of inspiration.
Boy, if anyone, there was someone less inspired than that guy. I haven't met him.
Well, he lives in that building, and I think it's affecting them. He may have been a regular guy.
We're not getting inspired by it.
Did you see, when you went to the basement, did you see his art?
I didn't get to the basement. It was locked. That's why I went looking for the night manager.
You never got to the basement.
Never got to the basement. So I might have to come back with lock picks.
Yeah. And reflective clothing and breadcrumbs so we don't get lost. You think it's a gas leak?
I don't know.
We'll have to ask Mosby. Did you smell any gas?
I didn't, but I got those air samples. I'll have to figure out. I'll analyze those maybe in the morning.
Maya orders her second Negro Modelo. And she's like, why wait? Analyze them tonight.
I guess I could. What's the vibe? Is this like an upscale kind of pub, low scale? Like what kind of pub? It's just like a pub.
It's called the Half Pint. What was it?
It's like a bar and grill type.
Corner
bar,
pub.
Bar and grill.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a bar and grill.
There's a bar there. There's high top tables. It's
Big
not
windows.
very big.
Yeah.
And there's some tables by the window. Yeah. So we can pick a corner if we had to.
What kind of
Thursday night? It's Thursday night, so it's
Thursday night. I'm just wondering what the clientele looks like. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, I mean, sure. Later tonight, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm from the West Coast. I mean, this East Coast time. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Sure, I can do this when we get back.
The air might be something that's dangerous there.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
Maybe. I don't know. Or the water. I also took water samples.
Yeah, but none of us had the water.
That's true. It's true.
You're just used to taking time, gathering your thoughts. I mean,
think I should break into the basement tonight.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Bunch of beers and alcohol, and
that's what I'm talking about. Gut moves, not my style. Not my style.
I don't know what we're going to learn from the basement, but I would like to see that art at some point.
Well, that's the thing. That's why, because if the art's in the basement, I'm wondering if I'm also wondering where the tapes are that were recorded The Wire. Right, they're not on the tapes he gave us.
Well, we need to get a tape recorder and find out.
So that's the one thing that's strange, right? So we're talking about all this stuff that's going on.
No, you got to follow up all the leads in an investigation.
You guys know better than me.
Exactly.
I investigate dead people, but that have been dead for 10,000 years.
Right. Speaking of weird things. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's those little things,
I'll get a tape recorder tonight.
Okay.
And I'll spend some time going through the tapes. I'm picturing guys, New York City.
Pawn shop?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm picturing pawn shops downtown, open until midnight, brightly lit against the night city.
Nice.
The ones you get are Hanoa Sonic. They're not
Exactly.
They're a third the price.
Sayoni.
You hope it works.
I don't know what was going on with that wiretap. It may have been from some prior time, but Thomas doesn't seem the type to be undercover.
He seemed like an idiot. Yeah.
What do you have against that guy? From the minute we stepped foot in there, you were like wanting to put your foot in his ass.
No, that's not true. He had all the wrong answers. Either he's a liar or he's an idiot or both. And I don't know. I don't know what got into me, but there's something messed with him.
So, everyone, you think Mailman flaked out?
Where is he? Is he
Where'd
called?
he go?
Maybe the building got him.
Oh God!
You said
Did you guys
someone
see him
said he
leave?
went outside. Yeah.
I did hear him leave, but I don't know where he went.
Are you sure?
I heard the door
Marcus
open.
called him?
I don't think so. I just heard the door open. I assumed Mailman left.
I take out my Nextel and I bleep Mailman.
What if he never left the building? What if he went upstairs?
Oh, shit.
He could still be in there.
He could be muted.
He could totally be muted.
He could have not managed his calendar very well and not be available.
Mailman responds.
Oh, wow.
Son of a bitch.
He responds to the bleep, bleep.
Yeah. Bleep, bleep.
Mailman, you there?
Yeah. Here.
With a hooker somewhere.
Is that,
Here where?
I had to go back to the hotel. I got some personal things I had to take care of. I apologize. I should have let somebody know.
Okay. Yeah. You look like there was something on your mind and you were about to take it out on Thomas.
Yeah. Yeah. I just felt uneasy. It's just, I got some personal things going on. But, I'm staying at this hotel, my room number, if you need anything.
Okay. And then because I'm walkie-talking with him, and I look at everyone else. I'm like, do we even tell him about this stuff, or just it sounds like he's got a lot on his mind?
We can let him read our reports.
Yeah, we'll fill him in later if I don't know. I don't even know what to say after if.
Yep.
Bleep. All right, Mailman. At least we know where you are, and just check in with us when you're ready. We're still trying to piece together this thing. Bleep.
Sean needs a bleeper for his cats.
Mailman, you there? Bleep.
My
guys, I think he fell asleep.
Yeah,
he's really relaxed at the hotel.
It's Mailman.
Okay, we're good. All right.
Yeah, it's fine. Let me know what the plan is for tomorrow. I should be able to meet up with you guys and help.
That'd be great.
No problem.
My dog's not feeling good at home and having to deal with a sick dog, amongst other things. I don't want to burden you guys.
Okay, sounds good.
You guys catch me up tomorrow. Bleep, bleep. Bleep, bleep. Mailman, I want to know what happened and how much progress you guys made. Meet up tomorrow for breakfast or something.
I put it into my pocket while it's bleeping.
It's like
put the volume all the way low so you barely can hear.
Well,
okay.
What do we want to get done? We should have a plan.
I'll get the tape recorder.
Yeah.
I'll check the samples.
Well, I guess at the same place you get the tape recorder, I can probably pick up some entry tools.
Probably.
Actually, I think I have those back at the hotel. We didn't go to the hotel. I must have it. I must have my tool bag with me now because I brought it with me to the park and then I brought it with me to the apartment. So I just got my tool bag with me. I didn't have it up on the 4th floor though.
I was going to say, or did you leave it in the bar?
You have all your helicopter repair tools.
Yeah, no, it's just a normal
He's got
toolbox.
repair manuals for helicopters. Just
That's right.
They're
Don't
called
know
Big
what
ass
it is.
adjustable wrench.
They're TMs, by the way. TMs, technical manuals.
Yeah. So
It's
check
getting
the
late.
samples, listen to the tapes, hit the basement.
Is that tonight or tomorrow though? It's like close to midnight now, probably, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
guys
and
are
you
at
have
we
to check
should-
the
I think we should
check
get a rest.
the art gallery. Yeah, I guess that's all tomorrow, huh?
I think so. I think we should.
Yeah,
Pack it in.
nothing's on fire. No one's about to die, I think. So I think we can do
Well,
this
you were-
tomorrow.
Weren't you going to do some more research on that building? I think maybe we need to do some research on that building.
I can.
Was that mailman? Somebody was going to do some research.
Yeah, mailman was.
I think it was
Um,
mailman.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he's researching.
That'd be
Who
great.
knows? I am gonna, as I said, ponder, because that's what us
That will be
intellectual
very
types
useful.
do. Is we
no, that'll be
ponder
great. You do that.
and hey,
Yeah, you go ahead and correlate
all that running
information.
and kicking and gunning. You see where that got us?
There was
right?
no gunning.
There was a
gunning.
gun out the whole time,
You got your
kicking
gun
and
out?
gunning and running.
I was terrified, man. I didn't know what was going on.
No,
in that place.
you were pretty white.
That probably was not a bad idea, huh?
So we'll just say that you didn't heed any of my suggestions because of you were under a lot of stress. But
Well, and they
maybe
were terrible
maybe-
suggestions. Drink your beer.
like sit down and don't get lost. Sorry, horrible suggestion. All right,
Did I lead us down and out or not?
hotels that way.
All right, so here's a plan there. Mignon, you sit here and see if you end up in the hotel, and we're gonna get up and walk, and we'll go to the hotel.
Exactly. Exactly. See if your
Think
seat just
yourself
magically
there.
teleports you to where you want to go.
Mosby, just sometimes these athletic types. I don't know.
Yeah, this place is this. Everything about this is a hot mess. You know what, guys? I'm gonna go for a walk, and I'll meet you at the hotel later.
Okay, don't stay out too late.
That's good. Huh.
And Mosby he gets up and you're
He
picking
walks
up the
out.
tab, right, Mignon?
Yes, I got
He
it.
ordered.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I got it.
And Mosby's gonna leave the bar.
And
Nice.
half of the meat is not eaten. Only the mozzarella sticks and the Caesar salads.
As Mosby goes, Maya's just gonna yell out, 7 o'clock, breakfast.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Sure, sounds great. Where?
The hotel
Oh, okay,
that we're staying at.
great. Which is
Have we not checked in anywhere?
Nope.
we showed up in Washington Square. We're like, hey,
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
clowns
We
and
gotta
stuff.
We gotta go
All
get a
some of
place
us
to
see.
stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go
I'll
find a
meet
room.
you at the Macallistar Building,
No.
7 a.m.
Right.
No, is that not the plan?
That's fine.
Meet
it
you at the Macallistar Building. What could possibly go wrong?
7 a.m.
I'm not having breakfast.
For cigars up on the 4th floor.
Perfect. At the corner of Washington Square is the Washington Square Hotel.
Perfect. That's where we'll stay.
That's where we're
All right.
going.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
like, we're
good
gonna
plan.
stay. We point down the street right there.
Perfect. Okay.
It's the neon sign is like blinking through the
Right
window.
on.
Right there.
Right on.
Got it. All right, cool.
All right, so I'll pick my duffel bag up off the floor of the bar and grill and walk to the hotel.
Yeah, we probably all got like backpacks and that kind of thing if we had our
That's what I'm
Or
thinking.
overnight.
Yeah.
overnight
go
gear.
bang, whatever.
Yeah.
I would just assume we left them all in Abigail's room when we were doing
Agreed.
our thing. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to my room and check in, and I'm going to ponder because that is what I do. I have some reading material, and I'm going to ponder things.
She probably were at the bar and grill for probably at least an hour, I'm guessing.
Oh, at
Yeah,
least.
it's probably
Right.
midnight.
So
Yep.
yeah, it'd be probably midnight. And you get back to the hotel. Get to your rooms. Mosby, I don't know if you're still wandering around or end up at the hotel at some point.
Yeah, it's just a real quick thing I wanted to do. So I guess this is like one of Mosby's mechanisms for trying to deal with weird shit. So, I'm walking the streets of New York and I'm looking probably for a particular type of individual, a particular type of look, baggy clothing, probably, early 20s. And anytime I walk by anybody like that, I look at them real quick and go, got any weed? Got any weed? Got any weed?
Yeah, probably not far from some place where you can get some score, if you will.
Beautiful.
Might
And I'm just looking to
end up
pick
getting mugged.
Maybe. Obviously I'm not going to try to put myself in a dangerous situation.
No, of course not.
Buying drugs.
And yeah,
Midnight.
You
and-
see
in
a
New York
pink
City. Just
flyer.
like-
You see a pink
Yeah.
flyer that says "Rave
Yeah.
Tonight."
yeah, no, I'm not in the rave scene. Just, got any weed? Dime bag. And so all I'm trying to do is just score a small amount to roll up a small little joint. And I will do that if you allow it. And I will have a puff before I get to my hotel room to just try to bring myself down from the mayhem that was the day.
Yeah, 1995. Scoring some weed in New York. Let's see. Sure. I don't know. Let me double check.
Sure.
Luck roll, bad trip.
Yeah, laced, right?
Lace. That's a myth.
Was it-
Lace.
Laced with
No,
PCP. You want to jump out of
I
your
was gonna
hotel
say-
room window.
Let's say
PCP.
it was a very dark alley. He got it in. It was
Nice.
actually pencil
Oh my
shavings,
God.
and he didn't realize it. Till he-
Yeah,
Reefer
I would-
madness.
Smells like
Oregano
it's been
is more
dipped in-
like it than lace weed.
very
Oregano,
woody.
sure.
Smells like it was dipped in like formaldehyde.
Mr. Clean, this has got a fabuloso scent to it.
Tell it to the paper. Tell it to the paper. Mosby's running around New York City buck naked.
And cops
Man,
trying
it
to
is
tackle him.
1995.
He climbed a telephone pole.
Right. So it's 10:30 real time, Central US. We got a couple guys on the East Coast. Do you guys want to? Because I've got the tapes, I've got the basement, I've got the researching the building,
Air quality.
the air quality and water samples.
Yes.
Very important.
I don't know if you guys are going to do anything with the napkins, but
We'll fold them neatly.
okay. Make a note of the napkins being folded neatly. So it'd
You
probably
could
be
stick mailman, by the way, on the building research, and you could just report in what he finds before Craig comes back.
Because that was his plan. That's true.
Every half
That
hour,
was
right,
his
we get a
plan.
bleep. We get a bleep.
Exactly.
Guys, I just
I'm
figured
at
this
the
out.
library.
Oh, and I guess we also want to look up the GBR, see if we want to talk to people
Yeah,
about
that's
the
true.
In fact, I'll ask the concierge at the hotel about this GBR napkin.
the concierge at the hotel is like, I'm not sure. I could maybe show it around to a couple of my colleagues and see if it's something they may notice. But I've been doing New York for quite a while and haven't seen anything quite like. It doesn't ring a bell offhand.
Okay. No, it could have been a private party or something. Could be a business that had a cocktail event and made napkins. Could be anything.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible.
Sure. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
We don't have a napkin that's not drawn on, do we?
Do you have what? A napkin? What?
We don't have one that is not drawn on.
Of those three,
Of those. Yeah. Because there's the three, right?
Yeah, it looks in the picture to be like three.
Right.
Yeah. So that's
And they're all drawn on.
Well, you said it was multiple machines, right, on the different napkins?
That's I was going to ask you, like, what the other drawings are. Are they just sort of like? Can we make any sense of those as a with any kind of?
That doesn't look like anything.
if you
I've
got
ever seen.
craft mechanics, maybe, but none of you
Just
do.
being-
None of you do.
Just
By the
being a
way,
mechanic is not adequate.
Speak
huh?
Armenian.
Well, there's
Does that help?
I think there's a difference between looking
Fixing
at
versus engineering.
gear, like small mechanical versus like I'm working on diesel trucks.
It's true.
I could give you. I mean, I'm not opposed to giving you a role, Agent
Okay.
Mantio, at a probably
With a
minus
penalty of some sort.
20.
Yeah. Minus 20. All right.
That's fair.
On machinery.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing that I think you have that would even come close.
Well, that's a failure at
Yeah.
plus 20. So
You're
You fell asleep while looking up the napkins.
exactly.
uh,
But in any case, if they are all written on, I will certainly not give the concierge one.
I would actually say you would take a point of sanity damage from trying to figure it out.
Nice.
Oh, those are complicated pictures.
So after looking at it, you're like,
They are
you're not
meaningless.
sure what it
They are
is.
not physically possible.
No.
That's right.
These machines don't work. I don't understand. Them. They
29
look like
can't
they should
possibly connect to 23. It's impossible.
work. Exactly.
Doesn't work.
It's like those Escher things, where the thing goes under and over,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's
where
Exactly.
there's 8 planes in one picture, technically.
yeah. No, this is wrong. This is messed up. I'm gonna go to bed. This is. Ugh, I don't like it.
So are we good with the list of things that you guys want to tackle?
Well, there's no. I would have to assume at 11. I'm not going to be able to go to the library.
No.
What about a late night bookstore?
Isn't it like 12:30?
I mean, you guys are like
Yeah, it's like
12:30
New York.
in the
Have you guys ever
morning.
been to New York? Like
The
Yes.
city
I've
that
been in
never
bars
sleeps,
till-
baby.
I've been in bars till 4 a.m. on a Wednesday.
I was
it
gonna say
doesn't-
you can get food at any time.
Yes. Or drink.
you're in the one bar that
Especially
closes
drink.
at 1. Then you go to the next one that closes
Yeah,
at
but
2.
that's
You just
not-
follow the
that's not-
crowd,
that's
and then
not
it closes at 3. It
bookstores.
closes at 4.
If you
and
want to
then
go
the
to
sun
a
rises.
pornography shop, I think you're all set.
That's right. That's right. You can get some,
But
some
if you want to go to
movies.
like a used bookstore,
books, there's no bibliophiles, like just jonesing at like 1 o'clock in the
1995,
morning.
all the porno is in hardback. It's in hardcover.
Magazine stands, maybe
Yeah.
newspaper
Guys, I have to
stands.
do some anatomical research. I am an anthropologist.
I would
Right.
say for the party,
Right?
for
Right,
anything,
Hector, right?
for anything that's worthwhile research wise, it's probably gonna have to wait till the next day, unless I don't know, a rave or some nightlife would
So-
uncover something.
And this is a stretch, but I've been thinking about this since our dining experience.
Mhm.
So, speaking of all this inspiration and all these people, again, I'm pondering, right? That's what I do. So, I know about the muses because I studied Greek, antiquities and stuff like that. And I have other colleagues. And I was wondering if there could be any correlation to stuff like that, like muses and spirits and things that provide inspiration. And I have a tremendous amount of occult knowledge according to my character sheet.
You do.
So I don't know. Like I said, it might be a stretch, but it's just what I was thinking while I was pondering.
Muses, spirits.
Muses, I think, actually were daughters of Zeus and whoever the god of memory was, or memories.
Yeah, not sure it would
That's
tie
fine.
into it.
It's all good.
I mean, you could certainly be sitting,
Ponder it.
sitting looking at the ceiling in your hotel bed,
Yes.
thinking of some strange theory that definitely has something to do with all of this.
Because I have to ground it, right? I'm a man of, study and research. So I'm trying to ground this somehow.
Of course.
So that's fine.
Might take you a little longer than just a few hours in this one.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping the muses will help me. That's what I'm hoping for.
If you spent the night in the apartment, you might get inspired.
No,
That
definitely not.
might be an option.
Maybe, but not tonight.
That's where
I
the
do
muses are.
that did cross my mind, but that's not at this point.
Okay.
Maya's got to yell at me just a little bit more, and
That can be arranged.
maybe
Seems likely, yeah.
I take direction. Not well, but I take it.
Eventually, yeah. But not
So that's it.
sarcasm. That's just like water off the duck.
Yeah. Doesn't affect them at all.
All right. So I think this is going to wrap up this
Yeah, I think this
particular
better.
episode. And we'll pick up in a couple weeks to figure out what you guys want to do
Awesome.